Hi, welcome back to my channel. I got a new palette. It's this girl here. It is called Glisten Up from Morphe. It is the 10G palette and it was for their Pride collection. So I am going to do a whole eye look using just this palette, which I'm a little bit nervous about, and I'm going to explain why just real quick. If you already have this palette, you know these are 5 gorgeous shimmer shades and these are 5 gorgeous glitter shades. There's no matte. So I want to create a look that you would be able to recreate yourself if you just have literally this palette. I would however recommend, if you do have another palette, that you go on ahead and use a matte to do your normal sort of halo or blending out, and if you're going higher than your lid. For this, I'm probably going to keep it to just the lid, which is not something I've done in a while, but generally is more wearable anyway. Because shimmers and glitters don't really look good up here unless you are doing like a sort of drag-esque look and you have increased the size of your lid, or I guess I suppose if you have really big lids anyway, but it wouldn't then be up at the brow bone. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off, I'm actually super excited because I wanted this palette for the longest time, and I actually decided not to get it because I had just ordered something like 4 other palettes and I couldn't justify it, but I got it on sale, so I feel a little bit better about it. It is currently on sale on Pretty Little Thing for only £9, down from the 18. They regularly do codes for free next day delivery, which I used. I would have been happy to wait for free delivery for longer, but they don't give you that option. I've just noticed that my nails kind of match this palette because I've got my holographic nails on. Ah, it's so cute. I'm in love. Right. So my issue is the lack of matte shades, and the reason that that is problematic is purely because, especially with a face shape like mine, like I've got quite hooded eyes, it makes it more difficult to do eyeshadow sometimes, to do eyeliner, but in particular, if I put a shimmer up here, I'm gonna look like my eyes have like sunk into my face, because it's going to, the same as like you would do with highlighter, right? It makes that stand out. It's gonna make this bit stand out of my face and it would just give me such a weird face shape. So obviously I'm not gonna do that. I look dumb. Not into that. It's not my thing. But what I am into is shimmers and glitters, and I'm gonna make this work doing a form of halo. That's what I've sort of narrowed it down to. So I'm going to use the same technique but just take away a couple layers. So instead of doing a packed crease, I'm going to avoid that because the crease would completely go up onto this part leading towards my brow bone, which would do what I've just said I don't want to do. But I am going to try and do the line so that you can see. So it needs to be just below the crease, which is a little bit difficult, but I'm going to make it work. I think I'm going to be using this brush, which does not clean very well, but the colour's not coming off anymore. It's just kept a bit of the colour from previous looks. The reason that this brush is great is because, especially since these are shimmers, it is going to be able to pack a little bit more colour on there, and it's really good for getting things exactly where I'm trying to put them. It's not going to ping it anywhere else. I'm not worried as much about fallout. But you'll notice obviously I've not done anything except prime my face before doing this. I'm sorry if that's quite repetitive if you do watch my other videos. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the primer that I am going to be applying is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Comes with a little arch like this, so it is super easy to just go ahead and put a little bit on. I do not need tons. The one thing that I would say about this product is I am not convinced that it stops my eyelids from going a little oily. I am going to monitor it, especially today, because I think this is going to be the best look to sort of keep an eye on it. But if you use anything like concealer, things in your eyelids, you're told not to, because it has moisture and it will make it more oily. And recently I saw, you know, I feel like this kind of does that sometimes too, so we'll see. And the colours that I am going to do today, because I said I wanted to do something slightly different because I love pinks, pink's a very like safe zone for me, is I'm going to lean towards the orange and the yellow shades and just see what we can do with those. Ooh. So that is the orange on the brush. It's very shimmer friendly. That's very pretty. And I'm just trying to pat this down. My blending is going to be so interesting when I'm doing it just literally just on the lid. Okay. So the colour payoff is gorgeous. I think that you can see that anyway. I'm getting a little bit of fallout even with this brush and even with using primer, but not a ton. I don't know if you can see there's a little bit here. It's really not a lot. I'm just dipped the side of my brush there to try and do this line because it's already in the crease, like where I said I didn't really want it to go. I actually think that I wouldn't need to use a glitter. I think I'm going to use Shine Hope for the halo. And I'm going to try and do it without using the cut crease, but if it's not very prominent, then I'll use my cut crease canvas just to get this bit. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. It looks very goldy. And I'm hoping it will blend really nicely as well. Seems to be doing just fine. So it's not as contrasting as a normal one, and although you can see it brightens in the middle, the shades do blend together really well, which depending on the impact that you're going for is either a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to add a little more of the orange because I do want it to contrast just a teeny bit more than it currently is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's kind of pretty. So I'm just going to repeat, rinse and repeat on this eye here. And the other thing that I could do too, especially since it's staying on the lid, is just take that out to, if I'm wanting to do like a liner. I don't think I'm going to do that today, but I do things on a whim. Wow. So I might. And then get that Shine Hope. Oh, so pretty. It is slightly different on this eye, and I think I like the effect probably a little better, but it's not really a halo. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but because I've taken the orange, I'll do it in this eye now anyway, but without taking the orange up in that eye, it just seems to have quite a nice effect as well. But I will do it so that they are sisters. This makes me think of holidays. I guess because it's all sunny. Super bright. Just going to pull a little bit of both shades here. I'm not going to take it right under the eye. I'm not trying to make it like a smoked out glittery eye. I just wanted to add like a little bit of a pop. And I might just go ahead and take Shine Hope and put it in the inner corner. Yes. Yeah, I'm here for that. Okay, I am also going to do my mascara on camera today. The reason that I'm doing it on cam is because I'm using, it's a little mini because I'm trying to decide if I want to buy this mascara, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Mascara, and I kind of just want to see what the reaction is to my lashes. Okay, so first of all, that went right up above my eye. I'm getting it everywhere. Let's just see how you do. The formula is quite wet to begin with. Constantly blinking. How does everyone else put on their mascara? I do this little side to side thing. And then I just blink. Actually, blinking is working out much more effective because when I actually do the twist, and actually you shouldn't do what I'm doing, like see me rubbing off straight away, it's pointless because you're just going to have to keep going into that same bit if you keep doing the same mistake. You should use a cotton bud and some micellar water once you're done. Okay, I still feel like I want to build this. Like, it's good. It is really good. Am I? Nope. Did I convince anyone there when I said that? I do think it's made my lashes longer, but I do also have other mascaras that do the same thing without getting all over my face. So I'm kind of not convinced just yet. What I'll do is I'll do the other eye and then I'll see if I can build a little bit more, because I do want to add some length, but I just feel like it's so wet that it's not actually taking any of the next coat, like if I try and put another coat on. Something it is doing really nicely is the separation. Bet you didn't know you came here for a mascara review. Okay, let me play with this off camera and stop boring you. I'll be back. Okay, lovely. So I played around with it and I would actually say it is quite an impressive length. A little unhappy with how it's drying. And if I do this, and maybe you can see it more in this one, see that line? It's such a wet formula that it's literally gone and just undermined my whole eye look. Just when I thought we could be friends. So I'm then having to go back in on top. And I use the side of the brush to do that, especially when it's right next to the lash line. The issue is though, if I do it too soon, which I'm probably already doing, that it might just still continue to transfer and then I have to top it up again. But you might get fallout onto the lashes of the product, which is why you do your mascara last. So it just makes it a little hard for you to complete the look. I would say though, if I was wearing just mascara, that the impact is really quite impressive. It is on par with some of the other ones I use. I like to use, who do I like to use? I like to use Damn Girl by Too Faced, They're Real by Benefit, Roller Lash by Benefit, Too Legit. Who's Too Legit? Did I say that already? Oh, Too Legit's the Lacura version of the Benefit one. And I find it really effective. IT Superhero, Better Than Sex. I think that's it for mascaras at the moment. I definitely have my favourites though. I've decided just to take this up a little bit to where it's made my eyelids almost like kind of grey where the mascara's hit, rather than removing it, because I figure why not play with it. And I'm not hating it because it's not gone up as far as here, so I don't think it's having a super negative impact on my face shape, which is always good, but it just like sort of dims that. I feel kind of glowy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm going to do that bit off camera. I do have separate videos where I show you how I do everything, but happy to redo any, so if there's anything you want to see you can leave a comment down below. But in the meantime, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is a finished look. I went for like a really natural finish for the rest of my face. This is Velvet Teddy. I used the Urban Decay Naked highlighting fluid. I used my normal blush, I think it's the Flormar. I used the contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I showed you me using the mascara. It took forever, oh my god. I used 3 Second Brow just to do a quick bit on my brows because I want it to be quite natural, nothing too extreme. And a bit of finishing powder from NYX. The one that I use is my absolute go-to, is No Filter. I actually wouldn't even use another finishing powder, to be honest. When that runs out, I replace it, and that's going to be it until they discontinue it, or I don't live anymore. I don't need to wear makeup, whatever, and whatever sounds nicer. But yeah, so super happy. We're doing a little barbecue today outside. It's really sunny here in Scotland, so this is going to be my summer sun vibes, and this is going to probably be consumed alongside a burger. Oh well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe down below. Thanks.